What is up, everyone?
Hello.
Chris, Sid Vicious Toys. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty well. How are you doing, John?
Good, good, good. So we as some can see here, we were missing our third member of our trio, Night Terrors. Alex is not feeling too well. So we told him like, yeah, we got it tonight. We'll run the show. It'll be a
Hold down the
two-man
fort.
crew. Yeah, yeah. Just take care of yourself, brother, and just yeah. I mean, being under the weather is never a fun deal. But I myself, I am Emerald Night Photos, John. And yeah, this is our episode 9 for Geeked Out Click. At 9 episodes already. So next week's gonna be the big number 10. So yeah,
We'll have to do something
it'll be
special for that.
yeah, we'll have to, especially with Night Terrors coming back. So
Yeah.
normally how we kick it off, we always kick off with kind of what we got, coming in, or did we get something big this week, or anything that we copped, for the last couple of days. So I'll start with Chris. Did
Yeah,
you
I'll
get
go first
anything?
this week. Something real small, simple. I got a Chaos Space Marine Joy Toy. So I
Nice.
was getting a couple of Dark Angels, so I needed a bad guy to kind of kick around. And so pretty cool. He just comes with the little bolt pistol. And then a couple of sets of hands, not a big assortment of accessories, but again, Joy Toy always does it right with these Warhammer guys. Really nice articulation. I love the paint apps. I love the design as far as the way it moves.
Mhm.
Really nice plastic. So happy with it.
So what's the is he 6 inches, or is he
These
1/18
are
scale?
1/18th, so they're the 3/4 inch essentially, but
Okay.
because Space Marines tend to be so large, these are pretty close to 6 inch. I want to say this is probably maybe 4.5, 5 inches or so. But as far as the
Okay.
scale goes, it is technically 1/18th.
Okay. Cool.
In the chat, real quick, Phoenix, what's up? Thanks for joining us. And Wholesome Toy Father, I get excited about 6 inch men as well. Go.
Yeah. So was that it? Is that everything you got?
That's all I
That's
got this week. Yep, quick and
oh
simple.
man, that's it. Wow, man, that's
I had
crazy.
one more thing that was shipping, and it was supposed to arrive today, but you know how
Yeah.
USPSB, and so I think it's gonna be coming tomorrow. So I'll have that for next week to talk about.
Cool, cool. I guess I'll go next. One of the big things I got, well, for starters, our buddy in our clique, Rob Toyetic 40, he got me another Valiant Knight
Nice,
from Zolocon.
nice.
So yeah, you can't go wrong with another knight. And then he also picked me up Samir, the good wizard.
Very cool. I like the staff effect.
Yeah, I love this book too. This book is really, really nice.
Hmm. Very cool.
But yeah, pretty cool figure. I've been playing around with him a little bit, so not too bad. I was actually surprised. And I was talking to Rob about this. I mean, he's really, really thin. Like I was like, I thought this was like maybe a new body or so, but
That's the 2.0
um,
buddy.
yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah,
So I was just figuring, like, yeah, that's kind of. I didn't
it
realize he
is a
was,
little small. Yes, yeah, for sure.
which I
That's
mean, which is fine because again, yeah, he's supposed to be like a wizard, so he's not supposed to be like a
super buff.
heavily right.
Um, But yeah,
But
that is what I was saying about, like, for example, the vampire guy. How the original vampire guy was on that buck, and so he's kind of scrawnier for what I wanted for a
right,
vampire. I was glad that they came out with one on the 1.0 body.
Phoenix saying the evil wizard is good. That's one you got, right? You got the evil one.
I did get the evil one, yeah, and I'm enjoying him as
Okay.
well. Phoenix, he's a fun figure. I really love the sculpts, and I saw myself using more evil wizards for shots than I did like good wizards, but I do like the good one a lot.
Can't believe all these legions. Well, so far mine hasn't broke yet. I haven't had any issues with legions yet. I know we've been kind of going back and forth with KT about that and stuff. So, I mean, it sucks if that does happen, but thankfully I've been one of the lucky ones where that has not haven't had any kind of QC issues or any kind of issues with breaks or anything like that. I mean, everything's been very, very smooth and just yeah, just great. The other thing I picked up was Carvar. Well, this was a little. I don't want to say like a limited set from Carvar Customs. It's the Charbot. Let me see here. So
Oh yeah, yeah, that is cool. So that's put together.
it's actually yeah, so you can take it apart. So he offered I mean different sets of arms to go with it. So this
Mhm.
was I got the chainsaw arm, and of course this comes with this little these these type of arms kind of come with it. And then also got the flamethrower effect, flamethrower arm.
Very cool. And what's the name of the account one more time? Who makes that?
Carvar Customs.
Cool.
He does a lot. He's really big in the Mythic Legions community.
Hmm.
I got one of his dios. Well, actually, Toy Mirth picked it up for me down at Legions Con last year. But he
Cool.
has he does amazing stuff, amazing custom stuff. And again, this thing's gonna look great. With Cosmic Legions.
Oh yeah.
And I really like the story behind it. I mean, it was based on his uncle, who's really really supported him for a lot. So
Mhm.
that's why he named it the Charbot after Charlie,
Oh,
his
that's
uncle.
very
So
cool.
yeah, it's really really cool, and I like the fact that you can like take the arms apart and stuff, and then kind of customize it even more just by
Mhm.
that. But yeah, I could really definitely see this. Again, just having like this little buddy robot with one of my cosmics in photos and
Yeah.
stuff, or just
Or like
imposing.
background piece or something,
Yeah,
filling space. Very cool.
exactly. And of course, after you're done painting it, it's gonna look even more awesome. I gotta
I'll
get
do so nice.
I gotta get this out, man, because I was like, I don't know, because he had already made the disclaimer he was gonna paint them because he was like, I think he was only making 20 of these.
Mhm.
So I imagine printing them and then painting them, that was gonna be way too much,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to put an added stress. Like when he said, like, yeah, they're gonna be unpainted, I'm like, that's fine. I thankfully I've been blessed to be in this community and with yourself and other people that I know that do, amazing paint jobs that, I can reach out to somebody to help me out with it because there is no way I could. I mean, this small of a figure or a model, it's like there's no way I could like paint this. It's like I
You
couldn't
could.
even.
It's just, who knows if that's the amount of time you want to spend doing something like that. You
I,
probably got
I
other
mean,
things.
yeah, I mean, because I've seen some, and I shared some of the photos of the finished ones that he did,
Mhm.
and yeah, they're just amazing. That's kind of like that. I want that real kind of rust colored or
Yeah, yeah.
kind of
Kind of
worn down
thin.
look,
Mhm.
grimy type of look. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it when it's all painted up. And then, well, let's see here. Let me see if I can work this because this is the first time getting another camera. But really, the big thing that I got last week was this.
Switch over to Eternia cam here. It's what we've named
So
this.
that is the Eternia from Mattel.
Wow. And that is a 6-inch He-Man, right?
Uh, he's more. I think that. So this is Origins. So he's going to be a little bit smaller. And then again, this is so the Eternity playset was made for the Origins line. So I think they're somebody in the chat correct me, maybe 5 inches. I think.
5 inches. Still
Yeah.
pretty darn big. And that the face on that lion kind of thing looks phenomenal. I love how the eyes kind of set in there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So one cool thing about it, the eyes are translucent.
Hmm.
So I've been kind of playing around how to get light to come out there. I've seen a couple of videos of people doing it, but yeah, man, this is I mean definitely a grail mine.
That's insane. And it's like got that playability factor, right? Like you can turn it on and that monorail kind of moves around.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So cool.
But no, I remember when this came out in 1986. I think that's when it came out in '86, and I wanted this so bad, and my dad was just like, "Nah." So he just,
Yeah.
yeah, he didn't. Yeah, I mean, but I never looked negative on it. I always, he got me so many other great play sets and figures and stuff, so I never really, look back on it as a like any bad thoughts or
Same.
anything. But
Yeah, same. I
But
totally get it. And in a lot of ways now, I feel like a lot of this stuff is often like this wish fulfillment of maybe things that like you didn't have when you were kind of younger, and so it's so rewarding to kind of get it now as an adult, right?
yes, exactly. And again, the funny way I got it was, selling a wrestling ticket that my dad took me to, 30, 20, 30, 30 years ago. And it's just like, it's crazy. Part of me wants to believe that my dad, some people may know out there, my dad passed away last year, sadly. And I think part of me wants to believe, because it was a little bit back and forth on getting this set. And big shout out to Toy Immersion for hooking me up.
Mhm.
I actually got this. The deal was actually made during PowerCon. I met Aaron Toy Immersion at PowerCon. We had been channel, a lot on Instagram and stuff.
Mhm.
And he told me like, yeah, pretty much. After a couple of drinks, he was just saying that, yeah, I think I got two of these. So if you want one, you can, you can have one. I'll sell it to you, at cost. And you know, I was just like, yeah, definitely.
So cool.
Now
That
what
worked out really well.
it did, but I was a little bit nervous, I mean, as people were getting theirs, and I'm like, man, can I really, there's so much other stuff I need to get, as far as as far as like, adult responsibilities type stuff,
Mhm.
and it's one of those things where I'm just like, man, I don't know if I can afford it, but there's other things I need to get new tires and it's like
Of course.
adult
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
right? And then yeah, I mean, just out of the blue, that guy just reached out to me and said, "Hey man, I want to buy that other ticket off of you." And I was like, at first I was like, no, no. My heart was like, no, I don't want to sell these tickets because they were remind me of my dad. And then
Right.
my brain was like, oh hell on, shut up, stupid. You know, you know what you're talking about. I mean, this is the opportunity right now because you can basically get the money to pay for Eternia and just like be done.
Totally.
You can that can be off the table and then you can take care of your other stuff. So yeah,
In a weird way, your dad paid for Eternia for you. He bought it for
that
you, right?
yeah, eventually. I mean, all these years later, I mean, after taking me to that wrestling show in '96 and paying like $30, whatever, for all the tickets, he was able to like all this time later I was able to finally get Eternia because of with his help. So
Amazing.
yeah, that's the crazy thing.
Amazing. A grail for sure.
The only thing is that this thing is so big, and of course, I mean, this isn't its final resting spot. I mean, there's no way
Mhm.
I can keep it in here. My wife would kill me. But it's mainly for the show. But just the size of it. I mean,
Yeah.
as y'all saw on the video, man, it's just I still got cat slayer coming, and it's like I don't. I'm I got this set up, in my toy room upstairs, and it's like this thing is huge. I
Sure.
mean, with the rail system and how wide it makes it, I'm just wondering like how is cat slayer going to be? You know, how am I going to find room for that?
Yeah, yeah. You gotta put them right across from each other. Is it collapsible? Can you at least break it down a little bit?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean,
Cool.
once I take the rail system because they kind of just snap in around each of the towers. Once I do that, then it's easy to kind of take them apart. I mean, the towers on the ends here, they just lock into place. There's
Mhm.
no real kind of I can take it apart pretty easily. And the
Cool.
towers really aren't that big. It's just that central tower, with the line on there.
Mhm.
That's the big one. That's
Sure.
in its head. It's a little bit heavy, but yeah, I mean, definitely getting some ideas for photos too. But yeah, I love I don't know, seeing it all set up. I just like looking back and just like looking at it,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
standing back and it's yeah, yeah, man, it makes me so so happy I finally got this in my life. So
Phoenix asked a good question. Would you get a Mezco He-Man?
oh definitely. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a automatic. I mean, that's an automatic cop. That's not even like anything he made. Yeah, I will pick that up. That's not
Yeah.
even going to be a question. Whoever makes it, I've gotten again anything that comes out of Mattel. I've had Ramen Toy he makes some stuff for He Man, at least customized heads and
Oh,
stuff
really?
like that. Well, they made the Dolph Lundgren head, the kind
Oh,
of
that's cool.
the sculpt, and Mondo, I've got a couple of things from Mondo
Mhm.
Toys. They're, 12-inch line. So yeah, definitely that's one thing. If they were to come out with a figure, yeah, I would get it. Definitely. without any questions.
Yeah, John's already been dabbling in Mezco anyways. He's picked up a couple, so
I'm still, again, I'm dabbling. I mean, I'm focusing on some things here and there, kind of cherry picking. Cherry
yeah, yeah.
picking. I mean, Dick Tracy definitely. I can see. I mean, I'm probably gonna go in on that. I mean, with Prune Face being, I mean, a knockout, and
Mhm.
then I mean, I can definitely see Tracy being, another, great looking figure. But I mean, I know we were talking with KT earlier about like his Mezco Spider-Man, but I'm just I like Spider-Man, but
Yeah, yeah.
that Spidey, I don't know.
That
It's more
version
from
of him.
yeah, kind of like the '60s version, and not really, wasn't really a big fan of that. And the looks of them, he tends to be a little bit more thicker, I guess. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Then
that's
you would
yeah,
want a Spider-Man anyways. For Spider-Man, I would probably go Mafex, if I did
yes,
want a Spider-Man. But it is, I like the accessories. It is a fun figure, but I feel like you're right. A lot of times with those real thin kind of body styles, Mezco's always come off a little bit thicker because of the clothing and all that stuff.
yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like Doom, definitely I could see myself picking up Doom,
Hmm.
down the road. And he keeps bringing up the GI Joe, the Snake Eyes and stuff. It's just,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I probably might pick that up later, and maybe even Snake Eyes. I don't know. It's
yeah.
just some of them like Duke. I mean, I just can't get over that face for Duke. I mean, it's something about it just kind of off. Maybe once it gets released and
Yeah.
people start doing reviews of it, maybe I'll warm up to it. But for
That's
right
funny
now, yeah,
because I'm less of a Joe fan. I feel like you're more of a Joe fan than I am. But that Duke face, I really liked. I thought it was a cool, look. But that being said, like I didn't Joe a lot as a kid, and I feel like you did, and so you kind of have this specific vision of him in your head. And meanwhile, me, I'm like, it just looks like a cool head. So
yeah. Let's see here. Oh, there,
Phoenix,
Phoenix.
yeah,
uh,
I really
I
think
mean,
good, yeah,
it could, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not a real big fan of the look of his, like the gauntlets and stuff like that.
yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
One benefit I will give the Storm Shadow over the Snake Eyes is that I feel like the Snake Eyes design, because again, it is more form fitting, kind of more a la like a Spider Man kind of thing. I feel like it
Yeah.
didn't really. Mezco's strong points are like coats and like kind of bigger
Yes.
apparel pieces. And so at least with Storm Shadow, he's got that vest on that I think they'll be able to kind of do something cool with. But with Snake Eyes, it's like I feel like they just didn't nail it because it wasn't their strong point.
Yeah, definitely. And I think some people have shown that they've kind of talked about like the stomach area and kind of
Mhm.
like how it kind of has like some ripples and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
to me that's not big of a deal breaker, but for
For
me,
you,
for
it's
Storm,
the white boots, right? You're like, no,
I
I'm not.
mean, it's just, I mean, all this right here, I like it when it's just pure white,
Sure.
all this added, the gear that it has. I mean, that's actually a cool look right there. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still on the fence for it. It's just I
Mhm.
wish this was white. I wish it was like just like white gauntlets and
Yeah, yeah.
not gray and black. Let's see, what did Phoenix say? Did he have a cloth mask? And they got
Um. Oh, okay. I think I see what he's saying. Like, I think it's more of like a open hood as opposed to like a closed kind of thing. Maybe that's what he means.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And he's had a hood. I think even the classified version, it comes with like a little hood piece that you can put on him. But
Mhm.
yeah, some photos he does look good, but I don't know.
Hmm. Oh, he's saying that it came with a hood, but that it's been, I guess, removed since then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mezco does that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But
You got anything coming in you're excited about?
I got the Mafex Mandalorian version 2 that's coming in.
Okay, what's the difference
So
between the original version?
well, for me, it's just I didn't. Well, it's mainly the armor, and I think he
Mhm.
comes with Groku and a second head.
The
I
first
want to
one was
say,
the first season armor, and then the new one is the
it's-
Beskar?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it's really, I think, really like a thigh guard and a knee plate. But I didn't have the original Mafex anyways. I had
Mhm.
the SHF version, and that just annoys me just because I had some issue with his shoulder armor. It
Mhm.
kind of broke, like, I mean, just straight out of the box. But I got it off eBay, so I really couldn't really tell the guy like, hey,
Yeah.
this and that.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, and I actually saw where that's been kind of a problem with some of the people that had that SHF Mando. So it's just like it just doesn't clip all the way into the peg for the shoulder,
That would
and so
annoy me.
yeah, and it just comes off. So whenever I'm posing them or taking them out, it just like it'll just come off, and you have to like gently put that on there and kind of just like don't touch it afterwards, kind of just leave
Yeah,
it, and
yeah.
that's like it's just
That's
so
annoying.
annoying because it looks great. I mean, I think Mando is like one of my great like one of my favorite figures or to get of any kind of version, and
Mhm.
I just want one that's like in that kind of real ultimate version, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
SHF or a Mafex.
Yeah.
So I saw a couple reviews. I know D Amazing had a couple I think he had a video out and did some comparisons. So yeah, I think that's yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I think I got some prints coming from diorama prints, so that'd be cool. That's I think there was again here. I think either late this week or next week. So it's from
Nice.
their latest wave. So I think I got like their jungle, um, a rooftop scene, and then I think it was another street scene. But no, they do a good job. I don't know if you ever looked at them or not. Diorama prints,
Are they just sort of
but.
backdrops for
Mhm.
photography? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's all it is. Pretty much just like just prints that you can that they come. You do have to cut because there's like a white border that comes around them,
Mhm.
but I mean you can just
Trim
cut
it
that
off.
out,
Yeah, yeah.
trim it.
Cool.
But yeah, they do a lot of good stuff. Let's see here. But really that's all it is. And I got their dial base, so pretty much that's kind of what it is. It comes in three, so you have like the floor and two kind of wall panels.
And then what size are the wall panels?
Does it say on here? I mean, they're pretty. Oh, there it is.
11
So
by
looking back,
17. Okay.
yeah, yeah, they're all the same too. So
That's a good size.
mhm, yeah. And one thing I would recommend, I don't know if they have it on their site anymore. I think they were sold out last time I checked, but they do make a base, and I would recommend just splurging and getting that just because it makes it so much easier setting it up and tearing it down. I
Mhm.
used to have to like use sticky tack on Amazon boxes what I would set up before. So after I got their base, yeah, it was I just used like the little paper clip deals and just kind of
Mhm.
clip the you know the 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 paper to the base. So
Okay.
I think this one was the new one here. Oh yeah, this jungle one. So this would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome for shots.
Yeah.
And those are nice too. Sometimes, I feel like when you use like a television or like a screen, there's a little bit of like a glow from the screen that you can't
Yeah.
really manipulate a lot. But with the backdrops like this, you don't get that. So it's I don't know. I feel like it works better.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And same with extreme sets. I mean, you just whatever you can, as long as you don't put too much light on one spot to kind of get that glare, because it does, there is a bit of a gloss on these prints, so you can get a little bit of shine if you have like
Okay.
light directly on it. So you have to
Yeah.
kind of be mindful of that. But I mean, for the most part, I mean, I kind of just usually just have in the background and just kind of have it as kind of slightly out of focus, and
Hmm.
then have my my subject right there in the front, and kind of just give it the illusion that they're in this in this space. So, but did anything new get released or announced or anything? I didn't see anything as far as
Been kind of
well,
slow.
yeah, this week it was. Let me see here. Well, I know KT's always got his McFarlane deal. So
Yes, I do want. I
um,
wanted to ask KT if he was going to be picking up that Mandarin Spawn, that exclusive Mandarin Spawn, because I know he's got that the other two versions, and he got the custom soft goods from. I'm forgetting the tailor right now, but he'll tell you next week. But yeah, so I was wondering if you had any interest in that.
and then they got this.
Max
I guess.
Bird. Max Bird. That's the name of the tailor. Shout
Oh,
out to
that's who it is.
yeah.
Max Bird. And then I saw they had this the Earth 2 Superman. So I guess that's from their Page Punchers line. So let's see here. I don't know. I'm kind of like, even though I got the Green Lantern and Aquaman, I'm just like, kind of tapping out to McFarlane right now.
Yeah. Yeah, McFarlane just doesn't, unless if it's like one of the mega figs, it just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that they're I mean, I haven't heard anything, or I don't know if you heard anything, Chris. I mean, are they fully going with cloth capes now, or is it just
Is that a cloth cape?
looks like it?
I don't know. It seems like for the page punchers, I've noticed he tends to do that a little bit more, but I cannot see him. Hey, Carol.
Hey, girl.
I cannot see him going fully. I would love to see it. I think it'd be
Yeah.
cool. It'd be a cool progression. But also, another thing I was thinking about recently with McFarlane is I saw that Dune movie. I personally really enjoyed it. I like the books a lot. I hate
Oh,
that the
nice.
figures are so terrible. The figures are so bad, you know? Like Zendaya. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh man, I still gotta see it. I want to go watch it in IMAX. So, and I've heard
Yeah.
so many good things about that. So I'm just like, got probably wait till this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to hype people up because, it was a slow movie and,
Yeah.
it wasn't for everybody for sure, but I personally really liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I can tell some of these. Yeah, but
Like
again,
just some of the
that's
poses. I don't know.
I mean, that is cloth goods right there.
That is cool. That's promising.
So yeah, I can hope hope, yeah, that they kind of. I would love to have a Superman that has a cloth cape,
Hmm.
because I mean, the one that I use primarily right now is the Mofex one. I got the 1000 issue 1000 Superman, but I
Hmm.
hardly ever, pose it, because again, there's just those really thick, plastic capes. They just,
Yeah, they don't do
I
much
hate.
for photos. Plus, I feel like the Mofex one, the cape is like extremely pliable and
Oh
extremely
yeah.
like I don't know, dynamic.
Mhm. Definitely, definitely. And this Batman, it's like, I was like, oh, I was kind of excited by that, but I mean, it's just the Black Nightfall, so I'm just
Yeah,
like, yeah,
it's a nice design. I mean, it's definitely one of the nicer Batmans I think he's made.
yeah. I already have the blue and gray one, so it's not really,
And
it's not worth.
I feel like this is a good example of what KT was talking about last week with the like almost butterfly joint shoulders, but like it's really
Yeah.
just like a cup within a cup kind of situation. It's not fully like, yeah.
Hey,
What's up? What's up?
Collecting Brothers are here. Oh, Christopher Walken, he's in Dune.
He played the Emperor. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Oh man, yes. The uh, I guess this is the oh yeah, I guess his first appearance in Detective Comics with the purple gloves.
With the purple gloves. Yeah. Super small bat symbol.
Oh, I just find that funny.
I guess they do have soft goods. That is very
Mhm.
interesting. I'd be interested to see if that trend continues. And it looks like, I mean, I'm just looking at it. It looks like maybe there might even be a wire in there because the way it's sort of posed.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it looks like that. It looks like there's some sort of wire in there. Huh. Hey, Aaron.
You got to
and
give it to him though. I bet you those figures will be on the shelves next week. You know, like they will be out ASAP
oh
if
yeah,
they're not already. You know.
I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, and the Batman from BVS. I've actually seen. I got excited because I saw somebody post on Instagram, but then I got excited too early just because it was somebody's custom. So
Oh.
he basically just did like a paint job on it. It looks great,
Mhm.
but I was like, he did like I was going through the photos and I saw like a before and after. I'm like, oh man, that's.
There's a lot of
I
work.
thought, yeah, I thought it was, but I thought that's the one that came out of the box from McFarlane. I was like, oh no, you customized it. It's like I think it's a little kind of has like a bluish tinge to it. I think,
Mhm.
and not like that because in the movie it looked like it was like a dark gray,
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Do we have anything else that was released or announced? Let me see if Mesco had anything. I don't think they did.
Yeah. I don't think anything at least 112 related came out from Mezco. They've done some shipping note or some charge notices. Like I was telling you earlier, I know Storm Shadow's starting to charge, and I think the Shadow will be charging soon. Which the Shadow I'm really excited about. That's gonna be a fun one.
Cool, cool, cool. Hey, bud, what's going on, man?
Hello, hello.
The did you get anything from the in stock sale? I think we have one more. I think this weekend. I think is the last weekend, right? I think that's when it closes,
I believe
or
so.
Friday.
Yeah, yeah. I did pick up some stuff from the in stock sale, and I don't think we talked about the BBTS retailer exclusive stuff.
No, 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 no. Yeah, so because it was pre-orders, I went ahead and pre-ordered um the Fisher Rice, I think that's his name, and then I ordered two of those, and then the Skeleton Warrior. So
Mhm.
that was kind of like I was like, yeah, I definitely got to get those because I mean, they just look so cool looking.
Uh, so can you pull up the? Are you talking about the Shadow Circle one, the one that kind of looks like a tusk?
For the retail appreciation or
Yeah,
in
yeah.
stock?
'Cause
Yeah. Let me see here. So yeah, so this guy here, I ordered two of these
mhm.
just because I'm getting I already have so many other skeleton warriors, but I mean, this right here, I love this head sculpt with the
Yeah,
almost like he's like Thor with except a skeleton.
I like go back to the first one. That's a
I like the
no, that's
little
just a
design
paint
here.
job. Yeah, that's cool. I like the paint job. I thought it was like engraved in there. Like I thought it was like textured. Like I thought it might have been a new head, but still
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
pretty awesome. 2.0 body, so it will be a little bit thinner, um, which is fine. I do like the soft good cloak.
Yeah, I think that's the Waltor cloak. I think it's the same one
Mhm.
that I think he had for his version. That's what it's telling me to do. You should print off a pic of the channel logo and subscribe. I mean, if you can show me how to do that, but I'm still kind of learning. I had to figure out how to get a second camera on here. I was just like, how do you do that? I've seen other people have, two cameras running at the same time. I was like, oh, okay. I just joined from my phone
Yeah, yeah.
on StreamYard. Okay, okay, that makes sense.
Just be running in the background.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe I'll be the first. Maybe we'll be the first to do that. Yeah, figure it out though first. But did you end up pre-ordering this guy?
Yes, I got one of each for now because they're pre-orders. And
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. I pre-ordered two of the Shadow guy because he was particularly cool. So two of him and then one of this guy. But I think they're both really nice figures. I like the designs. I like that. I feel like this is something that I could have seen in the line, and I feel like it was generous to give the retailers such a cool looking figure that could have
Mhm.
easily been something that they sold themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
No,
such a cool
definitely.
design.
So this is the one that you got two of.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
really liked the black and the blue. I do love the Tusk bodies. I think they're awesome. I like the accessories and stuff.
Is that the name of it, Tusk? Because it's pretty much just the how many versions of it? Is it like because the Wall Tour, the white suited one, and
Uh,
then it's like two
so
more, right?
yeah, so there's three Tusks in that first wave. Then they came out with the bigger Tusk guy, which is essentially I think this buck. And then there's the Wall Tour, and then this one, and then they also had that red one. They have this in like a cherry red. That was a really nice. That was a really nice one. I think that might have been last year's retail exclusive. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and it's like the fact that it's from the little tribute to Adventure People,
Which I didn't
and
know about until you talked about that. That was so cool.
yeah, and until I saw it on Toy Galaxy, and then the reference figure, I was like, I had that figure. It's
Mhm.
I mean, you forget about these things. I had so many, again, thankfully blessed. My parents um, got me stuff like that, but I just like I saw it, like I had. It's probably still at my house. Actually, it's probably in
Yeah, yeah.
my, it seems like my mom kept every one of my figures growing up. I probably still have them, but because I knew when I saw this particular guy, I was like, he looks familiar. It's like
Mhm.
something's like kind of going in the back of my brain. I'm just like something about this guy kind of he reminds me of somebody. And then when I saw the comparison, I was like, oh yeah, I had him.
There it
That's
is.
why. And that's what's so cool about the Horseman. I know KT, he likes to like, well, why can't they bring back any 90s stuff for this and that? But
Yeah, yeah.
me and Rob, we have to tell him, like, well, this is, I mean, if I was running a toy company, I would harken back to stuff that I've had as a kid or stuff that kind of, I mean, little love letters to, yeah, I had this particular figure or,
Hmm.
or this kind of He-Man character or this and that. Cause I mean, that's what I grew up with.
Sure.
If I was fully in the 90s and, yeah, if I Power Rangers or whatever it be in the 90s, I would just be like, yeah, I would probably pay homage to that. So again, it's all generational, just
In
whatever.
10 more years, I bet you it'll be
Oh yeah.
those 90s homages, you know?
Oh yeah. It's be the next, right now that's like the Four Horsemen and people of our generation during the
Mhm.
80s and early 90s. We're kind of like we're running it right now. But then yeah, like you said, 10 years from now, there'll be another, the next wave of folks will be, paying homages to like 90s type of IPs.
For sure.
But you can't go wrong with the Attila head, though. And of course, with it
With the
being
repaint, even
yeah,
just the slight repaint on it, it looks completely different. It looks like a completely different character. I think it's cool.
mhm,
And I
yeah.
wonder if no, 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 because I was thinking about the faceplate, but now that I think about it, the maskless Attila head did not have a faceplate, so I don't think it'll have a faceplate.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. You're
You know
right.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah, and
cool.
some
Yeah.
alien heads,
Mhm.
that implying that you could have about three of these guys, like in a crew, and they'd all look
Yeah.
different.
I'm still debating, or four of them
Four,
actually. So
yeah.
I'm still debating if I'm going to get two more of them because it's like, yeah, you can. I mean, look at that, man. Different arms, different legs, heads. I like the guns too because I like the fact that they're adding like these little color accents to the
Hmm.
weapons because currently all the ones I have right now, they're either orange or black or kind of bronze, but it's all one color.
Yeah.
So now you have like a little bit of accent here, so a little bit of a little bit more color to those guns, and that's Trevor. And again, that sells me on getting two at
Yeah.
least at minimum. Seeing this and seeing what you can create, or just again, that you have Fisher Ice, who's the main guy, and then you have like one of his minion, one of the guys in his crew backing him up. It's like
Hmm.
it tells the perfect story right there, and it
And they look
gets me
like
to
completely different figures. I mean, look, the
exactly,
legs have
yeah,
been switched out. The
and the
central
and
kind of icon
the,
torso has been switched out.
yeah, the central plate too. Is that on the?
It looks like bottom left is where.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's so cool.
yeah. Great offering. I mean, for $60, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I picked up also this for Killzone. So Dimitri, who was our guest last week, I pre-ordered this for him just because
That's nice.
he didn't, I mean, he was kind of on the fence as far as wanting to get him. I was like, man, I'll just go ahead and get it for you, man. It's the black one. It's the black version, though. It's not the red cloak. But I think I kind of like this version better a little bit. I don't know. It kind of makes me second guess if I want to get this one just for the black cloak. But I don't know. I think I'll be fine. Again, the gold accent on the clock. I think it's a little more pronounced than the old one.
Yeah, yeah, different paint apps for sure. I do like the black cloak a little bit more. I feel like I haven't done anything with this character, the red one, and so I'm hesitant to buy another one that I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean the clock. I need to use that. I haven't used it hardly any of my shots, but I need to get some either a dio or something that I can put it in. Like, it would probably look good with prune face.
yeah.
Probably just you get
Some
just something in the
Batman, if
background.
you have him like in the manor, kind of in the background or something.
Yeah, yeah, I could do that. Definitely, that would be a good idea. There was and the Jacob Marley. The Jacob Marley. I don't, man. I really want the safe. I want the safe and the mask. That's all I care about. It's like I'm willing to, and I'll probably get them, or I may just wait until Legion's Con, and then I
Yeah,
can get them. I'll probably that's why I'm gonna get Jacob Marley, either this version or the original version. I'm sure they'll have them out there, or maybe even Joe Fest. I think they're gonna be out, or they may have a vendor at Joe Fest.
oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, in June. I think they're gonna be out there. I have to check, but I mean, the character himself. I mean, I think it was Bud in our chat. I think he mentioned some, about maybe them going into more of a pirate line or kind of, because or colonial type of era, because this is definitely, definitely of that look. So that would be
Yeah,
kind of cool if they ever did any kind of pirates or even if it was a small run like Blackbeard or Long John Silver's or something like that. I think that
that
would be
would
kind
be
of
awesome.
cool. But I don't know. Let's see. But man, that's safe. The mask and the safe. That's like again going back to Prune Face. I could be like that could be a safe that he's cracking or a safe that he just opened up and stuff. So yeah, that'd be kind of cool to have that as an accessory.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like looking to see if they've used that coat before, and I don't think they have. I
I don't
thought
think
they
they
might
have.
have used it for Headless Horseman, but they haven't.
Yeah, I think it's all kind of like new a new sculpt or new kind of deco for that, but definitely the boots too. I think I haven't seen those boots on any other figure.
The legs boots is Dubon, and the coat doesn't look familiar
Even
to
the
me.
boots, really? I thought the boots actually look kind of. Hmm.
Hold on a
Well,
second.
maybe it's just the paint on them.
No, no, you're right. It is different from Dubon, but I could have sworn I've seen those boots before. Could be
Again,
wrong.
they just give that kind of like that Civil War or the American Revolution that or even during the Pirates era type of look, but
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's like
jacket,
less sword and sorcery,
yeah. Which again, it kind of goes hand in hand with
Burn red.
how as far as like the type of genre that the Four Horsemen are after. So you have fantasy with mythic legions, and you have cosmic legions, which is sci-fi. If they went into pirates, I mean that's I think I know growing up as a kid. I mean, yeah, pirates was definitely something I played a lot back then.
Hmm. And I feel like it's something that no other company is really doing right now.
No, no, definitely not.
Yes, it looks like who said it was Kern Ray? The Collecting Brothers. Yes, it looks like it is from the Kern Ray figure that came out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, so this was the retailer, and then there's still the in stock.
But I might do that. I could. I mean, the figure is nice, but really, it's just the safe and the mask that I'm really after for that.
Wheeling and dealing.
Pirates of Darkwater. Oh man, that's do you remember that?
I do remember Pirates of Darkwater. I used to love that as a kid, man. So
Yeah,
good.
that was oh man, that takes me back. And that was like late 80s, early 90s, I want to say. I think I just started first grade when that came out. That was a really good show. And you, it's one that you really don't even see anything about anymore. It's kind of like
Nope.
I saw it for a whole year. Again, the whole year of school, and then after that, like it just kind of just went away.
Yeah, I think they only had like one season or something like that, and unfortunately
Yeah.
got canceled. Like a lot of those Nickelodeon or not Nickelodeon, like Fox Kids shows,
Mhm.
they'd be on for one season and then, um,
'Cause I
yeah,
know they had like a Peter Pan show too, right? It was it was I remember the theme. The theme was really cool. But it was like Peter Pan and
the Lost
um
Boys or something.
the Lost Boys, something like that. Yeah, it was again, it was on Fox Kids, so pretty good show. Okay, so do we want to get to our special guest or our showcase for the week?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's get to it. So this is so as everyone knows, every week on our page and now with our show, we want to showcase talent that's out there. Uh, using our hashtag or just people that we just feel like myself, lately I've been going out there and just just want to showcase people that are really talented and just don't have a big following or just starting out. And I think Pepe here, the dot collector dot zero, man, I saw his, it's crazy. I saw his pics on a story from Amusing King, and he I saw his photo and bam, I was like, whoa, who did that photo?
Hmm.
And I kind of just I went to his profile and I started looking at his stuff. I was just like, wow, this is crazy. I mean, this guy's great, and he only, I mean, he's, it looks like he's just, so it does look like he has a let me just pull up his page here. Um, there he is. There's Pepe. So he does have a photography background, which I mean you can tell in his photos. But also he's a fellow Texan, so got to give it up to that. But no, he does amazing stuff, and I was just so just taken back by his photos. So that's really cool. I want to say, is that
Looks like the Hot Toys.
Hot Toys? Yeah. I just, man, I give it up to people that can shoot Hot Toys like that. I mean, I would have thought that looked like Mezco or 112 scale, but because I've tried to shoot my Hot Toys, and I just it's so hard.
What's the difference for you then? What's the difficulty?
I think just the size.
Yeah.
I need for Hot Toys. I probably need to incorporate more screen, like a bigger monitor or some
Hmm.
sort of like TV screen or something. I imagine that's what he's using here as a background. He's using a monitor. Because yeah, some of this, I mean, again, it's just the size of them. Just trying to get them all in the, get them in frame and stuff. So
Sure.
usually I can't even do a portrait shot like that. I have to do like a kind of a landscape type of shot.
But yeah, that shot you just had real soft lighting. If it was
Mhm.
a monitor, he did a good job of blending
Oh yeah,
the floor with the background monitor. Like I hate in shots when I can see that seam of where the end of your board,
yeah,
where the end of your floor ends and where your screen begins. And so like all of that's really seamless and it looks like the atmosphere looks like he's in like a desert or something like that. So I think he really nailed it.
definitely, yeah. Gorgeous looking shot, and his halo shot here. And so when I was talking with Pepe, he makes all his dials and stuff. So
Love it. Hell yeah.
I was just like, man, it's like really all. It's like that's crazy. That's even more incredible. It's like, yeah, I wish I could do all that. And I love the fact that he does do incredible in depth behind the scenes in most of his shots. So you can
Mhm.
kind of take that as a learning tool to kind of just understand what he's doing and stuff, and
Yeah.
little things here and there that you don't even pick up on when you're seeing a shot.
For sure. BTSs are very generous of photographers, I think, to do.
Hmm.
And, when I was like learning, and I'm still learning, but I do reference a lot of people's BTSs to kind of see like, what's their setup like.
If I go saying, yo, that's freaking amazing.
It's a great shot. And that is what? That's the Master
Doesn't
Chief. Doesn't say.
doesn't have
Hmm.
doesn't say no.
Probably Jazzwares, I'm guessing.
Maybe, yeah. I've seen them a lot. Oh, it's a good shot.
Constantine.
Is this the Mesco?
No, maybe. I don't, it looks like the John Constantine from the movie, like the third party that came out,
Oh, okay.
but the head sculpt doesn't look like the Keanu Reeves head sculpt. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah.
I mean, man, that's freaking incredible. Again, the depth and just a slight FX here
Hmm.
and here kind of just adds in the atmosphere. I just love. I mean, but yeah, when he does shots like this, like just all where he kind of. I imagine he didn't move the figure at all. Really, just like he just moved his camera, so he got like
Hmm.
a wide angle shot here, and then just got in close. I love this shot here. I mean,
Yeah,
the
yeah, with the
fact that
bottom of the foot.
that's in focus, and then I guess is he giving him the middle finger?
Yeah, yeah. He's throwing the
Yeah,
bird.
really, really good shot. I want to see where. Oh yeah, his Deadpool stuff. This is actually the shot here that got my attention. So this was on Amusing King Matt Ma, one of his stories. He was just giving a shout out to Pepe, but this is the one that I saw in his stories. I was like, holy crap! Like, hold on, stop the press. Like, who did this shot here? And and yeah, right there, Amusing King, smooth. Um, yeah, I mean, just oh man, this came out so good. And I guess this is okay. Yeah, SHF.
Smooth. Yeah, smooth is a great adjective to describe his specific like aesthetic to his photography, I think.
Yeah, definitely different. I mean, it's not a lot of harsh lighting. I mean, everything's very. I mean, it's diffused, and I like that. I like because I like to use a lot of diffusion and a lot of kind of stuff to kind of break down harsh lighting.
Mhm.
Unless I'm going to do some sort of like fill light,
Yeah.
or hair light for the background. But my overall like, yeah, I like to just have it very diffused, not have a lot of harsh light. And here's his BTS for this. And see, I have to incorporate that NECA, that the little city backdrop for
Street
the
dial.
NECA diorama. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing's set up. I need to just break it down because I don't. I mean, I could use so many more pieces around it,
Mhm.
like Pepe there, like he did with the 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 skyline, and just have it back there. Just adds more depth. I mean, just like you're in a city. But yeah, I mean, just really great stuff. And again, all
Wow,
this,
he's even breaking down his light settings.
yeah,
That's so wonderful.
yeah, definitely, a lot of good material in there. I saw this. Yeah, this was this was a funny one here. And you can tell too. I think he does a video when he got this particular. I think it was just this ladder set, this platform that he got from BBTS, and he pretty much was. You can tell he used that a lot in his photos because he wants to show it off.
Sure.
That's like,
Yeah,
yep,
you
I'm
get a new toy, you gotta show it off.
definitely the same way. 'Cause I've been thinking about getting that little set too.
What is it? Just the sort of steps and the
Yeah,
platform?
yeah. Steps, a platform. I think it comes with a door too. I think he has a.
Roughly, what is it, like 50 bucks?
I'll be lying to you if I said what the price
Yeah.
was. Knowing that, probably yeah, maybe 70. I would think this one here too. I saw this photo. I think it was just in my search when I was in Instagram. I was like, that's just a clean photo right there. Wolverine
Oh yeah. Nice
again. Pepe,
pose. Nice light.
the Collector Zero. Man, it's like so much good stuff here. Again, just adding depth with his Dio little accent here. That's a cool. Yeah, that was a cool shot. Like, again, pretty much. I think he has everything set up. He's got everything lit, and then he's gonna just move his camera. Gonna move it slightly over here. Get this shot.
Yeah.
I got a wide shot here of Catwoman and Batman. I'm gonna move a little bit closer, do like over the shoulder behind her, and get Batman looking up at her. And I think that's cool when you can do that. Because me, I'm always so kind of once I lock down my camera and everything, that's pretty much it. And then if I try and change, if I sometimes I'll move the camera just to see if I get a better shot, and I'll use that shot instead. But I never kind of look at like, oh, can I get a better angle here, and then tell the story that way.
Yeah,
You start off here and then go over. No, usually it's like if I started off here, but then I got this shot here, I would probably just use that shot and post that, and not
sure,
post
sure.
post the wide shot.
It's like be real, be real kind of stuff.
Right.
But another thing too is like I feel like his mindset, and I feel like my mindset's a little bit closer to yours, where it's like I feel like he sets up a diorama scene and then he
Yeah.
brings out the camera and like, okay, where am I going to shoot it from? Whereas when I set up a diorama, the first thing I set up is my camera, and I'm setting up the diorama in the frame. And so it's
Mhm.
interesting to see somebody who kind of approaches it differently, where they're like, no, here's this space I made. Now, where can
Yeah.
I shoot it from?
Yeah, and I go back and forth. I'm kind of like you, Chris. I'll do that. I'll set my camera first
Mm-hmm.
and then build around that. But then sometimes I'll be like, well,
Mm-hmm.
I'll move it around a little bit, but I don't. I'm not thinking of like telling like a full story like Pepe does with all these different kind of camera angles and
Mm-hmm.
everything within his shot. Like you have this angle of Catwoman here. Um, Again, great, just close up stuff. I mean, getting the detail of this fence. Again, the platform dio. Cool shot of her. I forgot which.
That's
He
the
told me.
Mofex Catwoman.
Is it? I think
Uh,
he.
Gotham.
No,
Because
because I
isn't
think he
is that
told me. I can't remember because he wasn't. I forgot what he's. No, because it has pins in it. I forgot what. I think it's the McFarlane. No.
if that's the McFarlane, then he did a really good job.
Yeah, and then that's what I told him. I mean, because that's what kind of sparked our conversation. Because I was like, dude, this is like which Catwoman is this? And he told me, and he was like, yeah, I'm not really impressed with her. I was like, dude, in your hands, you made her look like freaking amazing.
Okay, so
That
the Mafex Hush has blue glasses. This has yellow glasses, so I think it
yeah,
might be the McFarlane.
yeah, definitely. He killed it, and just I mean, fantastic work on this one. Oh yeah, this was his his unboxing for the platform dio. Pretty big, pretty big setup.
Oh yeah.
But it comes with a door. I don't know if I don't know if this little the little door with the light and everything. I don't know if it comes with there or if it's a separate piece, but definitely if you add that onto the platform, I think it really kind of really accentuates it and adds more depth to it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I think it does include. I think that's the full set. I think that right there is the full set. It's the door and the ladder and platform.
Mm.
But oh, that's really cool. And again, he gives. I think that's why Matt kind of gave him a shout out because he does give me vibes from Matt Ma. Um, I don't know if you've seen his stuff, but Amusing King, they kind of get the same kind of vibe. I mean, very um kind of soft lighting, um, kind of accentuate with some. So I imagine this was Photoshop here, kind of adding these lights to the eyes and stuff, but overall kind of it's very cinematic. I guess that's kind of the word I'm using. A little bit more like this is like this could be seen from this could be taken from a scene from a movie,
Hmm.
from the actual Rogue One movie.
For sure. And that's a cool custom. That looks like a Jawa and then K2SO kind of mashed up together.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, with the cloak and everything. Yeah, I mean, just again, very simple shot, but the way he lights it, his angle, the little accents he puts in there, yeah, definitely amazing shot. This was a fun one though. I was like, yeah, it's a long day. He's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take some pizza home back to the mansion. Again, just I need to just start using this a lot more. It's just set up on the street dial, but I need to break it down and start using it.
Yeah, for sure.
But
It's a
no,
great backdrop.
that is the dot collector dot zero Pepe, amazing photographer. And really a really cool guy, great guy. I've been chatting with them. He's super just he was super stoked to be featured. Um, and yeah, I mean, I think that's the great thing about the community. We always want to help each other out. Um, Again, I mean, whether you use our hashtag or not, geeked out click, hashtag geeked out click. If not, I mean, it's still or if you tag us in your photos, I think we're opening it up for collaboration. So
Always happy to
um,
share.
yeah, definitely, we want people to reach out to us and me, again, I go through the week just looking through different accounts and just trying to find these people that definitely should be getting that big following and definitely should be kind of exploding. I think Pepe, he's going to explode here in a little bit. I think that we were saying the same thing with No Fate and some other folks we've had feature in the past. Like I kind of like that. I like that feeling of like, oh, we kind of feature them first. We kind of got on the ground floor because before they just shoot off and become insta famous and start having they're up to like 30, 50K followers. And it's like, hey, it's like I kind of had a small role in that.
Yeah, yeah, for
but
sure, for sure. It's fun.
but no, I think we're coming up to the 1 hour mark. So I mean, did we have anything else or do we want to call it?
I got nothing else to share. Excited about next week's episode.
Cool. Thanks to everyone for stopping in and kind of just hanging out with us, a little chill session. Got to see some of the new stuff we brought in. Looking forward to seeing the same guests next week, and then again seeing you next week, Chris. And hopefully KT gets over this little sickness he's got going on. Hopefully he feels 100%. Pulling for you, man. Just take time, drink plenty of water, drink your liquids, do whatever it is you need to do to get better. But no, I mean, thanks everyone for joining, and we will see y'all next week.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah.